Welcome back. I go by Chanel, the It Girl, your intuitive therapist. Thank you again for joining me for another video. Thank you to all those liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting down below, hitting the algorithm up for your girl. I appreciate you. All right, guys, y'all saw the title. This came from my subscriber. I'm going to put your name up in the comments because, girl, I can't remember right now. But thank you so much. And if you are not a girl, they, them, thank you for suggesting this. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into the juice and I will see you at the pal selection. Peace. Pal one, let's go. All right, pal one. So I channeled a lot. So you possibly could be someone who is sensitive to the weather, to the emotional weather of things, the world around you, just a very sensitive person automatically. Well, intuitively, right? Also too with this scissors, like you're not afraid to cut nobody off, okay? 1:11 on the clock as I said that. So bear with me as I read to you what I wrote. Yeah, because I won't even take you into like, all the things that were happening crazy. The one of the things that I will go into is the camera kept like shorting and going in and out. So, and I just had to like stop and just turn everything off and turn it back on again. So you may need a break. You may need to do something a little differently with your routine, with something is not going well. It's not working out for you. And you keep trying to do the same thing and not get outside your comfort zone. So that's for some. Okay, so boom. Your friends and family are fascinated by the depth of your perception and ability to dive deep into emotional matters. Then this is the transit that I looked up, and I'm going to, it's all going to make sense. Just follow your girl for a second. Intense feelings, some emotional distress and struggles against or for control. Feelings of being used can emerge. Possessiveness can be a problem, and fears of betrayal or attachment might drive our behavior. Problem areas that have been buried or operating just under the surface of things can now emerge, disrupting the flow. Fascinated with what others tend to repress and are drawn to understanding these things. We are less inclined to avoid important issues now, and we're attracted to transformative and emotionally exciting experiences. Mediocrity or the middle road is unsatisfying right now. So these things may be what they're talking about, but also these are things that just may be a part of who you are, what you're experiencing right now. You're not someone who wants to take the middle road. You really want to dive deeper into, okay, why? What's really going on? And this is what they are, not only what they're telling their friends and family about you. I don't really think it's that. I really think that this is what they're realizing about you. Yeah, oh my gosh, Capricorn energy here when I was shuffling earlier. So yeah, they're telling their friends and family that they are obsessed, They're also telling their friends and family that you may be a little toxic or just like working through emotional issues, emotional codependencies. There's like emotions here that's like really, really prominent too. And they're telling friends and family that they feel very possessive over you as well. That you're very powerful too. Scorpio energy, Gemini energy, and I'm feeling real all over the place with this pile. So that they're telling their friends and family that you're all over the place, but like I like that. I like that about pile number one, is that they keep me guessing. Like I just feel like I just never know what's going to come with them. Oh yeah, with this Fool card and like sideways here, it's telling me that you're like grounded but also not. Like you just go to the beat of your own drum. You're just out here free flowing. But there's also this controlled aspect that you have about you too. Oh yeah, I love that this Ten of Swords here is in reverse, because it speaks of like shadow, like the raven, this is your redemption time. And maybe you guys went through something together, or they're telling their friends and family that the worst part of y'all relationship is over, that it's healing, that you're healing, all of the things like that. They do tell their friends and family that, so for some, they are worried that you will, like, you're so confident and you're so attractive and poised and you know what you want. They are a little afraid that you're hard to pin down, or that you just, might have a partner here or there on the side. Like that may be some of your toxic ways, or maybe they're talking to their friends and family about how the relationship could be open, you know what I mean? Or that they allow you to have partners. Something, it's very much taboo. It's very much something like that. They also are telling their friends and family that they see you as that they not only see you as family, but they're telling their friends and family about your success, about how you are stable, how you have amassed this wealth. That is for some that they're talking about, like money. They're definitely talking about money, or the powerful influence that you have over them as well. Like, yeah, this pile is feeling like this person is very obsessed with you no matter what happens. Like it feels like you could do no wrong with this person. Like that whole, you may have somebody on the side sort of thing, or they imagine that to be, they don't even care. They're just like, oh, okay, like that is for some. That's for some, especially with this Fool in reverse. It's very reckless energy. It's a very radical energy. Like you're going to do what you want to do, period. And nobody's going to stop you. Page of Swords right behind that. Libra energy, Aquarius energy. They're very telling their friends and family how curious you are, how resourceful, how intelligent you are too. Very witty and chatty. You can work a room. Very confident and inspirational too. And they like how you're fair. So although, right, there's the energy, I don't know. I just heard Jezebel. So maybe like it's a Jezebel energy or something like that. It's not like you try to hide these things. Like you're someone who is going to say what it is. You know what I mean? Like you're not someone who's going to sneak around. That's not what this energy here is saying. They're also telling their friends and family too how at one point they did try to, that you guys may have been blocked. Maybe the connection was blocked. But yeah, you guys are rising above that. You're learning how to work through those incongruencies in the relationship. And that sometimes they feel like they don't know if they want a fresh new start, or they don't know if they want to just, let things be. That's for some. I hope that made sense. Pregnancy. Yeah, for some they want a brand new beginning, and for some they do want a family with you. I just saw pets there. So you may have a pet, your person may have a pet, maybe an animal communicator. I heard patience. They're telling their friends and family that they are being patient with this connection with you because they care about you. Communicate. Yeah, they're telling their friends and family that they're working on communication. That pets came out again. So sometimes when I see that pets, I think of like loyalty. For some, they're telling their friends and family that they're losing patience because the patience is here in reverse. So take y'all gonna have to really like take these messages. I wouldn't say take them at face value. Like, you got to put the storyline together for you. Be very wise about this because it's a mixed bag. For some, they're telling their friends and family it's just a matter of time before, I make you mine. That's what I just heard. Divorce in the reverse. I'm telling you, for some, this breakup is definitely like looming. They're talking about a breakup. And for some, they're talking about wanting to fix the breakup, wanting to work on the relationship. I do see no here. No, it's not the right time. Take that as it resonates, y'all. Let's see if we can get some messages. Oh, snap. I didn't even realize 11:11 on the clock. That went a little over. I want to make it right. It's in the reverse. I'm telling y'all, I don't know. Why are you so dang beautiful? Yeah, with that Queen of Wands here, you're somebody who is very, very physically attractive as well. Not only your energy attract, but like your physicality. Woo, they love that. You mean more to me than what you think. It is sideways for somebody, y'all. Like, I don't know who this person is. Why they talking out the side of their neck? Maybe their opinion of you. You know how sometimes you tell certain family members, like, you don't tell them everything, or you may tell certain ones some things and certain ones other things. That's what this energy feels like. I want to be different, and it's in reverse. So. Maybe for some, that's the reason why that no was there, is because this person, they're not going to change. Can we work this out? And then your laugh is amazing. So, going to get an affirmation to close this out. I am a good person. The only difference between a hero and a villain is that the villain chooses to use that power in a way that is selfish and hurts other people. Chadwick Boseman, my bad, R.I.P. All right, guys, let me know how this resonated in the comment section down below. Hit the algorithm up for your girl by liking, sharing, subscribing, doing all of the things. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Pal 2, let's go. All right, Pal 2. So with that pen, I was picking up like signing a document, making it official. Yeah, I'm seeing the courthouse. So for some, they're telling their friends and family that they want to marry you. For some, this may be about like a home, a contract, a big contract of some sort. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. For some, they're not telling their friends and family things. Yeah, on purpose. Okay, Knight of Swords, Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy, Scorpio energy here, Capricorn energy, more Scorpio, Capricorn. This is a very fixed person, stubborn person, headstrong person. This could be you. This could be them. Yeah, it's a mixed bag here. All right, y'all. I'ma hold your hand. Hold my hand. Come, hold my hand. For some, they are telling their friends and family that they don't know if they want to be in a relationship with you anymore, that they have other options. For some, they Yeah. Yeah. For some, they are, yeah, I can't. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. I'm getting this overwhelming feeling of like my heart is sinking right now because what what the feel this situation that I'm specifically talking to, this is not going to land for everybody, and I will just let me get through this message. For some, the reason why I got the heart sinking feeling is because this person puts on. Like this person will make it look one way to you, but they're telling their friends and family something different. Like their friends and family know that they have options, right? And so for you, they may pull it to you, bring it to you, play it to you like this is long term. We're going to get married. I see so much in you, all of these things. And it's not, they're not telling their friends and family that. Now, for some, and I apologize for the polarity here, but I gotta call a spade too. For some, it is that they have a lot of options. However, they see you as the most valuable option. For some, they do want to start a family. And the reason why it's such a mixed bag is not only is the 7 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, but also too, the back of the deck energy, the subconscious energy is the 2 of Coins. That's a very juggling energy, a very, I don't know, adaptability. We going to see. We going to see because I got other options, 7 of Cups here. And then the 7 of Cups with the Ace of Cups, that's the 8 of Cups. Sometimes that talks about walking away, right? That's why I was getting that they don't know. They may walk away, but for some, it is this emotional needing to go deeper emotionally with the connection. That's why it's so crazy. This person, I don't want to say they bipolar because I'm a therapist and I don't I don't play around when it comes to those diagnoses and stuff like that. But it is giving a very polarizing situation. So I believe that their closest friends and family, because with this Scorpio energy here, they don't tell everybody everything. Scorpios are very private, and they're also someone who has emotional, what's the word I'm looking for? Emotional, they have a problem with emotions. Emotional, oh my gosh, I can't even think of the word right now. Oh my gosh. Fear of intimacy. That's what it is. They have a fear of intimacy. So that's what drives their decisions sometimes, is their fear of intimacy. That's for some. So that's why that energy is so polarizing. But they're also telling their friends and family how like compassionate you are, that they just think that oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm about to say this. For some, they just think that you'll be there. So you'll be there through all of the ups and downs, the lefts, the rights, the options, them, going in different directions. That you love them so much that you're just willing to be there. And with the 4 of Coins and the 2 of Coins, it's that 6 of Coins that you'll just continue to give to them, that you'll just continue to be there. For some, it's because of a status difference that you'll just take it. Damn. For some, they really do want to stick this out with you and see this going long term and continue to invest in this and see where this goes. The reason why I say that is because the 10 plus the 2 plus the 4, is 16. And then the 6 plus the 1 is 7. So that's the 7 of coins, which talks about a long-term investment. 16 card in tarot is the Tower. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is going to shake y'all world up. This is going to come out of nowhere for some. I just gotta call it like I see it. For some, they're saying that you came into their world and you shook them up, though, that this is a groundbreaking relationship. This relationship, they may have never thought that you would have came into their world and affected them in the way that you did, because there is a lot of love here. So no matter what storyline you're resonating with, there are so many emotions here. So I will say that. And also, friend, take the other energies as it resonates, because they're there. For some, they're telling their friends and family that they feel like they have the control over you. For some, they're telling their friends and family that you are controlling. That for some, you emotionally manipulate as a way like to control, that you are hasty in your words. For some, they're telling their friends and family that you just at any given moment, you will just up and go for things. Like you're ambitious. You seize the day. You are someone who has a lot of accomplishments as well. That's what they're telling their friends and family. They're telling their friends and family too that they see you as like a strong foundation. I think I did say that earlier. And for some, they're seeing you as their wish fulfillment as well. That was very hard. Look, narcissist. I just saw that card. For some, they think that you're full of themselves, but for some, I feel like this is this person. A person who is full of themselves. Cycles. Date night. Let me get one more. Just one. Just one. I feel like I have to like specify I knew it. I freaking knew it. This person like lacks boundaries. I'm not going to hold you. That's for some. For some, this person lacks boundaries. For some, they do want to get you pregnant. You may have messages in another pile too. They may want to start a family with you, and that's how they want to like tie you down, to woo you. Yeah, there's a need to use your intuition in this connection a lot. For some, they are telling their friends and family that they want to take you on a vacation, that you're very, very intuitive, and that they can't get much over on you. That is for some. And for some, they feel like this is the end. They're telling their friends and family that this is the end of like their bad like cycle. They feel like you're their good karma. You came into their life and you changed things up. Remember, I was talking about that energy of being like shook up, groundbreaking relationship. Yeah. I just saw that standby card as I'm shuffling. Yeah, for some, they do want you to stand by. Look, it came out again. And for some, they think that you will just stand by. So take that as it resonates. We got the standby card here. We got the karma card here. I see myself in you. And is it over? Yeah, I don't know. Something ain't right about this. Something is not right about this. Hold on, I got to be nosy. What is going on? Let me see what's going on. The Lovers. I just saw Lovers. Yeah, there's a choice that has to be made here. What is that? What is that? 5 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. For some, like, dang. Also, for some, is it you that has the options? And they trying to make it seem like it's them? What is going on? Like, can we clarify this energy? Just help me. Just give me a concise storyline. Help me clarify this energy. What's going on here? What's going on here? Page of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Hold on, what's at the back of the deck? The 3 of Wands. Yeah, this is a relationship that's not very grounded here. Like it feels like a very in and out relationship. Like there may be, like this relationship may be at an emotional distance, or you guys are trying to figure out how to cohabitate, how to cooperate, how to balance things out. But there is an energy of wanting to expand the relationship, wanting to see where the relationship takes you. And for some, there was some turbulence in the relationship. So there is the energy of like it moving to calmer waters. I don't know why they're telling their friends and family. Like, I don't know if they're not telling their friends and family about the turbulence that was in the relationship. And that's what it feels like, because none of this says that, right? This energy is crazy. For some, they are playing like, yeah, they're just, what do they call it? Truth trickling, where they just tell them just a little bit, not the whole thing. I'm gonna leave this there, y'all. Let's close it out with an affirmation, because I don't like all that fogginess that I felt. I am taking my life to the next level. Please go for your ideals. Whatever your ideals, please go for your dreams. Whatever your ideals, you can become whatever you want. Michael Jackson. All right, guys. Let me know how this resonates. Like, please, write in the description down below. Like, comment. What's going on? Help your girl out. All right, guys. All right, so I'm gonna just see you in the next one. Peace. Pile 2, let's go. All right, Pile 2. So, okay, I just had it's full. Okay, a little reigniting. For some, they're telling their friends and family that you light their candle. There's what is that musical? Oh man, Seasons. Oh no, that's the song. 525,600 minutes. What is that? Rent. Yeah. Okay. So for some of y'all like moving in together. Y'all pay rent. They pay your rent. You pay their rent. Something like that. For some, it is about that passion, lighting the candle. Maybe this is a relationship that is non-traditional in that way. Maybe it's taboo in some way, maybe sexuality wise, something like that. Look, Lovers in reverse. Yeah, very non-traditional, maybe a little taboo. Horrifying here. Yo, it's your girl, yo. Okay, me. Oh, what is this? Okay, Scorpio. So for some, they're telling their friends and family that they. Oh, hold on. Let me get the signs out. Oof, Lord. This person is a quick. Maybe, maybe they talk fast. Something about their communication is very rapid. Okay, so Virgo energy, Pisces energy, Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, this person is passionate about you. Like, they get really excited. It's crazy though, because the on the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. When we talking about relationship wise, that's a very independent, card here. So yeah, this is definitely feeling like a relationship that is non-traditional. Maybe you guys are maybe all right, so oh my gosh, I'm getting so many messages here. This person feels like they're very intuitive, or you may be very intuitive, because I'm getting a lot. I'm getting hit with all of the messages. And it's so quick that I can't almost ground it. So for some, you need to ground yourself, or the relationship itself is grounding. For some, this person is not grounded too. Like this, oh my gosh, it's very rapid. It's a lot that's happening here. Whew. For some, it's really important that you just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Emotions may be hard for you to move through. And for some, you may feel like you suppress your emotions, or that, you're numb or something like that. And it's not that, it's that you feel so much and it's so overwhelming that you really need to take the time to ground yourself. So walking outside, water, taking a shower, being intentional about the shower that you're taking, maybe washing away all of the things that you're feeling throughout the day, because all the things that you're feeling are not always yours, okay? They're not always yours. So learning what your emotions are and what other people's emotions are, learning the difference, that's important. So that's for some. So let me get that. Let me just sit with that. Also too, so I'm going to go through a lot of different storylines here. So for some, they're telling their friends and family that you're very independent, that you got your own thing going on. You stand 10 toes down when it comes to your values and your traditions and your beliefs, and that you guys may not be on the same page about that, right? So for some, this feels like this is I wouldn't say like a situationship, but maybe you guys can't get on the same page about how to transform this relationship into something stable and long term, something a little more traditional. Maybe you guys' traditions are just totally different, spirituality totally different, and they're telling their friends and family about that. For some, they're telling their friends and family that they see you as their wish fulfillment, that they don't really know how to take this relationship to the next level, but they want to. Like, they're talking to their friends and family a lot. Either way, no matter what the storyline is, it's a lot of talking here. And for some, it is like a quick pace. This person talks very fast. They may have an accent, a drawl, something about their voice. They're telling their friends and family about the rapid changes of this relationship too, and how it makes them a little unsteady. For some, they're talking to their friends and family about your material success, how, how well to do you are. You know what I mean? Like, I hope that makes sense. For some, you feel like safety to them. They're also telling their friends and family how they want to possibly, I don't know. It doesn't feel like like it feels like marriage, but it just feels very non-traditional. So there's something here that they want to transform, but it is in a non-traditional way. Like, or they're telling their friends and family that they can't get on the same page with you about like what the relationship would look like, that there's a disharmony there. For some, they're telling their friends and family that that you guys broke up. That's why I was getting like this. This is a very single energy here. For some, they're telling their friends and family that you guys broke up and they're trying to figure out, like, you guys are trying to figure out your differences and if the relationship would come back together. And they want it to come back together because they see a lot in you. You guys may have the end goal of a relationship, but the values, the how to go, like the intricacies of the relationship is hard. It's like there's an imbalance there. Like, you guys just can't get on the same page. Intuition. For some, they're telling their friends and family that they're just going to use their intuition about it, that I'm just going to pray about it. That's what they're telling their friends and family. Give it time. Exactly. They're just trying to make it work. For some, they're telling their friends and family that they have to do, oh my gosh, that they have to, oh, this dog hair, are you kidding me? That they have to figure out like their issues. Or for some, they are saying that to their friends and family, the reason why this relationship has possibly broken up is because somebody is not working on themselves. I don't know. It could be you, it could be them. That's what they're saying. And for some, they're saying that they want to take a risk and work on the relationship, even though there are all of these red flags here, that they're just willing to give it time and see what becomes of it. It's a hairy situation, especially with all that dog hair. I don't know if the camera picked that up. It was so much. Lord, y'all, I'm gonna have to vacuum. Yeah, can y'all hear those wind chimes? They're like listening. They're waiting for a sign, any sign. I don't want to be the reason why you cry. It's in reverse. So for some, they know that this is just the end. I regret my behavior. It's in reverse. Are all these in reverse? Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Okay, we going to put them up right. I regret my behavior. I don't want to be the reason why you cry. Okay. Seeing you makes my day. Let's get one more. Now this is reverse, okay? I don't know how, but you got my heart. What is that? Why would I don't know how, but you got my heart being reversed? Oh, because they do know. Duh. They know. They know who you are. They know you're shining bright. They know you're luxurious. You're looking good. You're smelling good. You got your things together. You know, you're someone who is very well put together, but not only very well put together, you're established. You know, you're established. So they're like, they do know. They do know. There's no question. If there's a question of my heart, you got it. Whatever he said. It don't belong to anyone but you. So whatever the status of the relationship is right now, they know that you still have their heart at the end of the day. That's what they're telling their friends and family. Oh my gosh, that took a little while for it to come out. So there may be some, yeah, the groundedness of this relationship is ooh, y'all saw all that grounding I had to do in the beginning like this. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. I have the power to pick myself up again. Life stuff happens. You get knocked down and you get back up again. That's always been my mentality. Odell Beckham. I'm determined to achieve great things in my life. Exactly. Definitely tell their friends and family about that. You just have to find that thing that's special about you that distinguishes you from all others. And through talent and hard work and passion, anything can happen. Yeah, they're telling their friends and family that you're so determined in life and that you have this unshakable resilience about you. That they know that no matter what happens between you guys, that y'all will be okay and you'll be okay. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. All right, guys. Let me know how this resonated in the comment section down below. Hit the author up for your girl by liking, sharing, subscribing, doing all of the things. I love you so much. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. Pile 4, let's go. All right, Pile 4. So this says, I am loved. I just heard from that movie. I forget what it is, where she be like, you is kind, you is smart. So they're telling their friends and family how I heard breathtaking, but it's how calm you are, how affirming you are. Yeah, this energy feels so starkly different from the other piles. It's very comforting. Red may be your favorite color. Words of affirmation may be your thing. Or this could be your person. Oh yeah, 6 of Cups, very, oh yeah, Scorpio energy, Aquarius energy, Cancer energy. That's interesting. Libra energy, Leo energy. What? Scorpio energy, Sagittarius energy, for some, they are telling their friends and family that you changed them. You changed this player, okay? You turned the hoe into the housewife, okay? And for or into the house husband. That, yeah. Oh my gosh. That's what they're saying to their friends and family, that, they don't know how you did it, but you done settled them down. And that they want to find a way to commit to this relationship. For some, they're telling their friends and family, though, that, that they will continue to play around. I'm not going to lie. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to lie. For some, though, especially like those, because you're coming up as the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who has very strict boundaries, very direct, very communicative. You can't get much over on the Queen of Swords, okay? She's independent too. But with this King of Wands right behind it, okay? So oh my gosh, they're telling their friends and family that like you don't play and they can't get over on you. But for some, they're still trying to figure out how to. Okay? That's what they're telling their friends and family. For some, they're telling their friends and family that they see this connection as their wish fulfillment, and that they are ending their player with, yeah, like I just keep saying the same thing over and over again. The reason why I said that I came back around to that is because the world is on top of, in my spread, on top of the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is, deception, sneaky, strategicness, but with the world crowning it, that's the end of it. Like they're trying to move this into something more stable here with this Chariot, that they're willing to have self-control, that you've asserted boundaries with them, and that they apologized and made right with this connection by honoring that they're focused on this relationship, that they want to focus on this relationship. They're telling their friends and family that you made them feel carefree and very nostalgic. You brought out the inner child in them, that you guys can play together, laugh together, that you're very supportive, that you're non-judgmental, you're unbiased, that you're patient, that you took you took your time with them. You allowed them to change. You didn't force them to change. It was like your boundaries. You put your boundaries out there, not as a way to control them, but to say, hey, this is what I go for and this is what I not go for. You either can or you can't. And that's what did it, friend. That's what did it, friends. You gave them the choice. It wasn't about you trying to, oh my gosh, and I just see this yellow butterfly just flying out here. You allowed them to be free. I just intuitively got that download of DMX when he said, you let a dog roam, he go and come home. Something like that, whatever he said, RIP. You gave it time. And also, too, you're coming up as the King of Wands as well. So you're someone who had options, too. You're just like, okay, is that what we're doing? Fine. Okay, this is where I stand. But if you want something monogamous, baby, this is what we're going to have to do. Okay? So take that energy as it resonates, because I know I gave a couple of different storylines here because we're growing. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. Yeah, patience. For some, y'all might have messages in another pile too. For some, they're telling their friends and family that they're always going to stay loyal to you, no matter what happens in this relationship moving. For some, they're telling their friends and family that they want to move in together. That makes sense too with this World card here. That talks about travel, talks about celebration, talks about completion and achievements. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, these seasons could be important. So maybe you guys are talking about moving in through these seasons, or it could happen around this time. Or for some, it's just about you guys like moving, even if it's not in together. Mercury retrograde, yeah. But for some, they're telling their friends and family that they're still, you guys are still working it out, trying to figure it all out here. Because these are two energies that like, look, I said this and I said that, like, you get what I'm saying. I wouldn't say like they're headstrong, but they're very confident in what they say. These two energies here, that's what that is feeling like here. And so for that, there is need for pause and patience and, just working the things out here. For some, they're telling their friends and family how focused and determined you are. Stand by. Exactly. They just going to stand by. That's my man, and I'm going to stand beside him. And if you're a male, you know, take the energy as it resonates. Or you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. It's no gender here. I don't know how, but you got my heart. Right. I don't want to be the reason why you cry. That's another reason why, too, that they were just like, you know what? This pile number 4, they deserve this. You know, they don't deserve for me to be out here all crazy. If that's, you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you get what I'm saying. I knew it all along. Yeah, for some, they're telling their friends and family that they knew that you were the one since you came into their lives, but there just had to be some, you know, there were little power struggles here, you know, but you guys are working it out. You guys are figuring it out. You guys are being strategic about this. Yeah, that's what that's feeling like. All right, y'all, let's get an affirmation to close this out. Oh, 2 came out. I have great ideas. It's always been in me. I just had to be confident enough to let it out the weekend. Exactly. I love myself. You just need to be accepted for who you are and be proud of who you are. And that is what I'm trying to do, Lewis Hamilton. All right, guys, let me know how this resonated in the comment section down below. Hit the algorithm up for your girl by liking, sharing, subscribing, doing all the things. I love you so, so much. And I will see you in the next one.